Hello everyone, this is Mike Celestino from Inside the Magic. Today is Friday, May the 4th, 2018, as in May the 4th be with you. It's Star Wars Day, and I'm here on the Disneyland Resort parking structure, the Mickey and Friends parking structure, looking down on the Star Wars Galaxies Edge construction site in celebration of May the 4th, and I'm going to make a prediction today. You can mark my words. I'm calling it right now. 1 year from today, May the 4th, Star Wars Galaxy's Edge is going to open officially and welcome guests. That's just my guess. I don't have any official word on that from Disney, but I want to predict that. That makes the most sense to me as to when they can open this baby up. And work is continuing as we speak. You can see some construction workers down there. They put a nice new paint job on this First Order battle show building here, and you got these weird looking grate things. But that's just the back of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. The exciting part is on the other side, and we saw last night at the Disneyland After Dark Star Wars Night event, there was a panel about Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, and they showed us some new video of the actual area under construction, and it was very cool, and it's coming along very well. Kind of moved me to tears, I hate to admit, but that was fun. And there's another one of these coming up next week. These Star Wars Night Disneyland After Dark events. I had a blast. There was more to do than I had time to do, so I recommend checking that out. And here's my tattered guide map from Star Wars Night Disneyland After Dark, and I put up a whole bunch of video last night, 5 big videos of all this stuff. Look at all these activities that there were, and character meet and greets, unique food and merchandise and stuff. This is one of those paid after hours events, and I just had a tremendous time. I think it could have used like an extra hour. That would be my main complaint about it, but for the most part, I really enjoyed it, and definitely worth it if you're a Star Wars nut like I am. So what we're going to do today is walk around all of Disneyland Resort and see what's going on for May the 4th. Let's do it. Okay, our first stop is here at the Lego store in downtown Disney District, where not only do they have a whole bunch of Star Wars stuff as usual, but for May the 4th, you can also get this free exclusive mini BB-8 set for purchases of $75 or more. There he is. Slightly bigger than your usual BB-8 minifigure. It's actually probably about 5 times bigger, 4 or 5 times. And that's 48 pieces. Looks like a cool set. Don't think I'm going to spend $75 today though. But definitely appealing to BB-8 fans. There's the huge 8,000 piece, $800 Millennium Falcon. One of my favorite Lego sets, and actually the biggest in terms of parts, the biggest Lego set ever released for purchase. And it comes with these minifigures from The Empire Strikes Back and The Force Awakens. Let's keep moving along. And here at the Pin Traders shop at Downtown Disney, they've got these limited edition May the 4th Star Wars pins. This one's got the Millennium Falcon from Solo, a Star Wars story, back when Lando owned it. It's a cool looking pin. Here's Chewie is my co-pilot, and those are both available right now. You got the X-Wing in that ship series as well. And then they've also got a bunch of these relatively new pins from Solo, a Star Wars story. You got Han there with his speeder, Lando, the double-crossing no-good swindler, and Kessel crew, Han and Chewie. Whole bunch of Solo pins, Stormtroopers, more Lando, Donald Glover as Lando, very popular right now. Kira, Moloch, Infus Nest, this is the villain, or one of the villains in the new movie, and the Range Trooper. Here's some pin collections from Solo. You got a Millennium Falcon lanyard medal, and a Han Solo, Solo, a Star Wars story lanyard with a collection of 4 pins there. And that movie's coming out very soon. And here in the World of Disney store at Downtown Disney, we've got an entire wall of Solo, a Star Wars story merchandise, t-shirts, hats, toys, mugs, all sorts of stuff. I like that one. And Chewbacca plushes. You got pop vinyls featuring Han and Lando, Chewie and L3. All sorts of stuff if you're into Solo or just Star Wars in general. From May the 4th, you got an entire wall over there. Let's head into the parks, shall we? Alright, and this one has nothing to do with Star Wars, but as you may have heard this week, the adorable snowman Frosted Treats stand opened here at the soon-to-be Pixar Pier. And this is actually the second feature of Pixar Pier to open early, after the Nix Nax shop right there next to it. So kind of piecemeal, piece by piece, they're opening little bits of Pixar Pier here and there, a couple months in advance of its opening in late June. Here's the menu here, but I put up a full video look at this shop on this very YouTube channel. Hey guys, I'm here in Hollywoodland, opposite Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout, and look who's wandering the streets here. None other than the God of Mischief himself. It's Loki. Hi, Loki.
Hello.
How are things on Asgard?
Oh, Asgard, well, how do I put this? Asgard is indisposed at the time, yeah. But Asgard is, well, not a place, it's a people.
Here's something new that I missed last week. Another Marvel meet and greet.
Hello, young man.
You got Thor, and you got Gamora from Guardians of the Galaxy, both from the Marvel Cinematic Universe, hanging out together, kind of like they do in the new movie Avengers Infinity War, in theaters now. But they're here at Disney California Adventure, meeting and greeting with guests, getting their pictures taken. An unlikely pairing, but I think it works well.
Come right over there.
Previously, Thor and Loki had the meet and greet together here, and as you saw earlier, Loki is wandering the streets. And I'm here in Mickey's Star Trader in Tomorrowland. There's a giant X-Wing up in the ceiling. But I wanted to show you the May the 4th Be With You 2018 ball cap. Right here. Very fashionable. And we got the May the 4th t-shirt with the same design of Lando's Millennium Falcon. Going the distance 12 parsecs, as it famously made the Kessel Run. I'm sure we'll find out more about that on May 25th when Solo: A Star Wars Story hits theaters. I sound like a commercial for Disney and Lucasfilm. I guess I'm just a living commercial at this point. But let's head over to Star Wars Launch Bay. Oh, before we head over to Launch Bay, I forgot that Hyperspace Mountain was coming back. This is the overlay of Space Mountain themed to Star Wars. It's pretty fantastic. It's been here a couple times before. It first opened in November of 2015 for Season of the Force, just before Force Awakens came out. But it's back now for a limited time at Disneyland. And I didn't have time to ride it or even look at the wait time last night at Star Wars Night, but right now you got 60-minute wait in the early afternoon here at Disneyland. Now I'm really going to Launch Bay. Here we go. Launch Bay. Entering Launch Bay. Boba Fett.
It's so much easier to hunt.
Anyway, here in Star Wars Launch Bay, in Disneyland's Tomorrowland, where it's Star Wars all the time these days, probably until Galaxies Edge opens up, you got these Star Wars meet and greets that have been here since this building reopened. But now, as of last night, there's Rey from Star Wars The Force Awakens and Star Wars The Last Jedi meeting alongside Chewbacca. Not at the same time. There's a left and a right line. You can choose the character you want to meet. Right now they're about even wait time, which is surprising to me. Last night Rey had a much longer wait time than Chewie. But I did wait in that line, and I did meet Rey and chat with her. And you can watch that full video right here on the Inside the Magic YouTube page. This is the Dark Side meet and greet with Kylo Ren and Darth Vader. Who's winning right now? They're tied as well. Look at that. Grandpa and grandson are equally as popular in the Dark Side. Let's see what kind of merch we got for May the 4th. So the coolest new thing that I found here in the Star Wars Launch Bay gift shop is this painting of Alden Ehrenreich as Han Solo, and I was informed by this helpful cast member right here that it is actually lighting itself up. Could you shut that off and then turn it back on? Look at that. That's pretty cool. And there's Han holding his blaster. Pretty neat. Thank you very much. And they also have a Rey light up canvas holding her lightsaber triumphantly in the air. Let me show you how this works. It's kind of a little switch in the back here, and it just turns off and on like that. Cool. Thank you very much.
I don't think you're big enough for Legos yet.
Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
So that's what's going on in Star Wars Launch Bay right now for May the 4th. About to pass a whole bunch of Death Star and BB-8 balloons. These have been around for a bit, but it's Star Wars Day. Let's take a look. I always thought the BB-8 balloon is very cute, but the Death Star balloon, it's a little dark. Especially when you see kids walking around with this weapon of mass destruction. Let's keep going. Okay guys, I'm over here in Critter Country next to the Rivers of America. There's Tom Sawyer Island across the way. looking up at the peaks of Star Wars Galaxies Edge. You can see all that scaffolding up there. The really cool thing last night that I had never noticed before, and I don't know if this is something that they've been doing usually or if it was special for Star Wars night, Disneyland After Dark last night, but they had these peaks lit up in a kind of a muted white light, and it was really cool. It kind of gave me chills. It's almost like a hint of things to come, and I'll probably drop the footage in here with me talking over it, and made me really excited for next year, 2019. Again, I'm predicting that a year from today we'll be able to walk into Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. And guess what's still sold out resort-wide here? The alien popcorn bucket. No good. I'll keep checking back on that one. Alright, I'm going to be heading out of Disneyland Park now and over to a special event that I'm attending this afternoon for May the 4th be with you. Here we go. Alright, so I'm here in the Grand Californian Hotel, and I'm going to be attending this presentation called Star Wars Then and Now. And I'm pretty excited for this because I follow this guy on Twitter. His name's Matt Martin. He's a story group member of Lucasfilm, aka a creative executive. I guess this is his official title. And Disney was nice enough to hook me up with a ticket for this, and I'm really excited to check it out. Unfortunately, there's not going to be video allowed, but I will take notes, and if they'll let me, I'll live tweet and let you know what this is all about. I'm really excited to hear what Mr. Matt Martin has to say. And that's going to wrap it up for this week's episode of Inside Disneyland Resort. You might notice that the schedule got shuffled around a little bit here in May because there's a bunch of new stuff this week, and next week I'm going to be occupied with a week-long media event, actually 2 separate media events for Solo, a Star Wars story, which I'm excited for. I know there's a lot of grumblings about that movie, but I still have hopes that it'll be good. I'll certainly let you guys know what I think as soon as they let me. But I'll be back here with another episode of this series in 3 weeks. And in the meantime, you'll have my friend and coworker Sean Sposato down in Walt Disney World. That was Matt Martin who just passed us there. And he'll be giving you updates on everything going on down there in Florida for the next 2 weeks. And then we'll be back near the end of May with more from Disneyland. So much fun stuff coming up. I'm very, very exhausted, as you might be able to tell, but I'm excited to tell you more, giving you a little shining shot of the Grand Californian here. See you guys real soon, and May the 4th be with you on this glorious Star Wars day from Disneyland Resort. This is Mike Celestino from Inside the Magic.